I've gotten immune. I've gotten normalized to what actual weather is, what nice weather is like.
The on-TV weatherman. San Diego.
That's what he was for Austin.
Easiest job in the world. Like, well, it's going to be sunny and nice, and eventually it's going to get dark.
We are live again here in the 15th annual Sin City Classic presented by Lexus. I'm Roman Jimenez from the Cloud Sports Network, and our broadcast team today includes Tyler Forrester on cameras and instant replay and graphics. Our technology officer is Mitch Barnes. Our player and team ops folks are Charles Brown and Jordan Espiritu. And my broadcast partner with the play-by-play, he is a member of the Softball Austin Hall of Fame. He is a member of the Naga Softball Hall of Fame, and he is the voice of gay softball, Rich Siegel.
It's good to be with you.
Good afternoon. It's nice and chilly in Las Vegas today.
Yes, it is. We've had an overcast sky much of the afternoon here. We had a little sunshine this morning. It was warmer this morning, I think, than it is right now. I just put on my second sweatshirt. But the thing I'm missing are gloves.
We have a matchup here between Southern California teams again. It is again between Los Angeles and Palm Springs, though the players are a little bit different. We have the Palm Springs Roadrunners again, and they will face off against the LA Cartel. The Cartel is helmed by Freddie Alvarez, and the Palm Springs Roadrunners are currently trying to decide if they're going to be the home team. And they lose the toss, so the Cartel will be the home team and the Roadrunners will be the sticks. Means they'll be hitting first. So as we put that in our graphics package, you'll see that the Cartel, LA Softball Cartel, who in 2013 at the Gay Softball World Series in Washington, D.C., took second place. At the time, the team was helmed by the late, great Ken Scaris.
You know what that is? We have a cheer squad here. Okay.
That's what's going on right now. There's a cheer squad here, letting everybody know they're raising money for some HIV research and services here in the Valley.
Palm Springs, since the first game that we saw them play in earlier today, has made a few defensive changes. Max Torres will lead off in left, Carlos Noriega in right, Alex Paz at second, Donovan Jameson at first, Chris Lee in left center, Sergio Rodriguez is the extra hitter, Felix Kisa is in right center, Chad Volkovic the shortstop, Rick Miller the pitcher, Gilbert Muniz at third base, and J.K. Kalidas is the catcher.
As we bring this game to you live, this is the fifth game in our coverage. We brought a game to you at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and 2 o'clock. Then we took a break at 3, and now we're back for more coverage, 4, 5, and 6, and that will round up our C Division coverage here at the Sin City Classic. And then we'll be back tomorrow with our coverage starting at 10 a.m. from the Arroyo Grande complex. That is the D Division field. Arroyo Grande. And you'll hear some cheers going on in the background as we get ready for the first pitch here between the LA Cartel and the Palm Springs Roadrunners. With the play-by-play, here's Rich Siegel.
Thanks, Roman. And the first pitch to Max Torres is popped up into shallow right center field, and it will drop in for a base hit.
A little Texas leaguer there off the bat of the leadoff hitter.
What we've noticed a lot of the time in the 4 games that we did earlier, no change here, is a lot of first pitch swinging.
We have seen that. And maybe it's because they just want to get warm.
And in only one of the games, we had a lot of walks. Here's a line drive out into right center field. That falls for a hit. That's Carlos Noriega. On the play, Max Torres will go to third, and we have first and third already. 2 pitches, 2 singles, 2 on.
And very well cut off there by the right center fielder, but even then, with the speed of the leadoff batter, he gets all the way over to third.
Here is Alex Paz. He's the second baseman. He takes the first pitch. I didn't see the right arm go up, so it must have been a ball.
Did we introduce our home plate umpire yet?
Trevor O'Clair from Bismarck, North Dakota.
We
So
had
the
his
answer
father
to your question
earlier.
now is yes.
Yes, now we have. Yeah, we had his father in one of our games earlier.
Alex Paz takes the ball. It's 3-1. That cheerleading squad, you might be able to hear them. They're to our right, and now they're done. And they get a round of applause from the fans that we're able to observe them do their cheerleading routine. This pitch was a strike. It's a full count. And there's a bouncer back to the pitcher. He did not look to third base, and so the run will score. The force out at second base forces Noriega, and then the throw to first is late and got by the first baseman, but no advancement by Paz. So it's 1-0 for Palm Springs. And we'll bring up Donovan Jameson. And he takes the ball.
Gives a shout out to his family.
Swung on and bounced foul down the third base line. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. They start each at-bat with a 1-1 count. In open C, a player may not have a rating greater than 15. It can have it up to 15. These questions based on running, throwing, catching, and fielding, and the team may not have a rating of greater than 140. That's the total number from your top 10 players. Fly ball hit out into deep right center field by Jameson will go to the fence. Relay comes into second base, and on the play, Paz will take third, and it's first and third with 1 out.
We want to know who you're rooting for, so if you've got a friend or you're a fan in this game, you want to cheer them on, or if you just want to argue with the umpire, we want to hear from you. Go ahead and type into chat.
And the first pitch to Chris Lee is a ball. Here's a line drive into left field for a hit. Alex Paz will score the second run of the ball game, and on the play, Jameson takes second base. Sergio Rodriguez, the extra hitter, stands in, and the first pitch to him is a strike called. Courtesy runner now. Noriega will run for Jameson. He at second base, Chris Lee at first base. Here's the toss to the plate, and it is deep. Here's the next one, and there's a strike called. And he's out on strikes. Rodriguez called out. Here is Felix Kisa. And the first pitch to Felix hits the plate for a ball, 2-1. Two balls and a strike in the next delivery. He takes it for a ball, ball 3, 3-1.
This is Flex Kisa. He wants to say Hafa Adai to the family, which I believe is a Chamorro way of saying hello.
Okay, strike called, full count, 3-2, runners at first and second. Here's a line drive out into right field, and the catch is made by the right fielder. And that ends the inning. 2-run score for Palm Springs here in the top of the first inning, and after 1/2 inning, it's Palm Springs 2 and the LA Cartel coming to bat.
While we have a break in the action, I want to tell you about my friend Bridget at Angel Baby Surrogacy and Egg Donation. They're an international agency that's proudly helped queer folks build their families all over the world for 20 years. If you're gay and ready to add to your family, then you're going to need an egg donor and a surrogate. Bridget and her team at Angel Babies have high quality, affordable egg donors and surrogates ready to help. And believe me, you want Bridget on your team. She's amazing, and her success rates are outstanding. Wherever you are in the United States, she won't quit until you've achieved your dream. To get Bridget on your team, head over to absurro.com. That's ABSURRO.com, and get in touch with my friend Bridget today.
Pitching for Palm Springs here is Rick Miller, and the leadoff batter will be Frankie Hoops.
Frankie wants to give a shout out to his mom and dad and miss you, Ken.
He lines one into right center field for a leadoff single. Another first pitch swing. And that'll bring up Larry Potter, the pitcher.
Miss you, Ken is obviously a reference to Ken Scarce, the former coach of the Cartel and the late tournament director here of the Sin City Classic.
First pitch to Potter. He lifts one in the air to center field. The ball will get down and will roll to the fence. Hoops comes around second on his way to third. He's got speed, so they're going to wave him, and there'll be no play. And it'll be a RBI double for Potter, and his team is on the board.
That was easy speed from Hoops. He was running easy.
Shane Fowler, the batter, the left fielder. So 2 pitches, 2 hits, and a run already, and that pitch hits the plate.
Shane has a shout out to his brother Ray for getting on a plane for their first time to come and watch.
Grounder to the third, cleanly fielded by the third baseman on to first. The throw is wide, pulls the first baseman off the bag. So Fowler will reach, and on the play, Potter held second. JoJo Gaines is the batter. He's the shortstop. JoJo takes the ball and now takes ball 3.
JoJo wants to say hi to Pooga and Lady McQueen. Love you, Bubs. It's very specific.
There's the strike called. It's 2-1 Palm Springs, and now the bases are loaded as JoJo takes a walk. His patience at bat results in a walk. Here's Richard Aparicio. And the first pitch to him is inside for a ball. Temporarily, Miller has lost the strike zone as that pitch sails deep, and another one will force in a run. There's a strike called. The runners are Potter, Fowler, and Gaines. Here's the full count pitch. And there's a line drive into center field for a base hit. Potter scores. Fowler comes around third. He will score. Gaines motors into third base. 2 more runs for the Cartel, and they now lead 3-2.
Coming up big with the bases loaded there on a single up the middle. Well done. That'll bring up Ricky. Jose, wish you were here. Thanks for taking care of the pups, love.
Ricky Martinez, the batter, with runners at first and third, and nobody out.
That was from Ricky, by the way, not from me. Clarify. I don't have
Pitch
any
is
dogs.
deep.
That's how you know.
Say that again.
I said I don't have any dogs. That's how you know.
Oh,
it's
okay.
None for me.
And that pitch is low. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded again. Junior Martinez. Where's number 0? He is the third baseman.
brothers with the other Martinez.
Rick, the guy that just walked.
Yes.
And so Junior bats with the bases loaded and takes a ball. This will bring a visit to the mound as Rick Miller has been throwing a lot of balls.
I think they're talking about candlesticks. What the perfect wedding gift is? Candlesticks.
You're funny. The visit, which was done halfway between the third base line and the pitcher's mound, is over. Everybody has returned to their respective positions. And here's the next delivery, and it's a ball. 3 balls and 1 strike. And ball 4.
Yeah, you figured that after the walk and how he had started that at bat with the ball, that he was going to be taking all the way, and he did.
So JoJo Gaines scores. It is now 4-2. Second straight walk in the inning, and here is Robert Lopez, the second baseman. There'll be a new pitcher. They are going to change pitchers now. And the pitcher says that he is ready to go. And here's Robert Lopez. Still nobody out in the inning, and the sacks are loaded. Here's the first pitch, and that is deep for a ball. 2 balls and a strike. There's a swing and a ground ball just past the dive of the shortstop and on into left field for a hit, and that'll plate 2 runs as Aparicio and Rick Martinez score. It's now 6-0 and still nobody out.
The infield had come in, playing in, I think, trying to either get the double play or cut off that run at home. Either way, they had played in, and when that ball was struck, it got out of here a little bit before the shortstop could get to it.
First baseman Chris Miller will be the batter.
Hi, Mom and Dad, says Chris. Let's go Cartel.
And he takes a ball. Runners at first and second, Junior Martinez at second, and Robert Lopez at first. And the next delivery is hit on the ground to the first baseman. He bobbles the ball, and everybody will be safe.
And that was a veteran move on the part of the base runner to try and block that ball from getting in to break up a double play. Yes. Veteran move. Out at second base is the determination.
Extra hitter Brett Thompson, the batter. He takes a ball.
So that is out number 1 now?
Out number 1. First and third now, 1 out.
I think the ball hit him.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to figure it out. I didn't see it, but because of where we're sitting, but I think that's what happened. I think the ball hit the runner, and that's what caused him to be out.
Here is Peter Lynn with the bases loaded again after yet another walk. It's the 3rd walk of the inning. Lynn swings and lifts one into right field. It's going to drop, and it is a foul ball. It hit to the right of the chalk.
Peter Lynn and the 2 batters before him were members of that 2013 Cartel team that took second at the World Series in Washington, D.C. Sort of the last 3 remaining players.
Takes the ball outside, 2-2. And there's a swing and a drive to the alley in left center field. Is going to get down and go to the fence. And this may plate 3. Junior Martinez scores. Chris Miller scores. Brent Thompson scores. 3 runs on a triple by Peter Lynn. So they have batted around and have scored 9 times. The inning started on the single by the leadoff batter Frankie Hoops, and he bats for the 2nd time this inning. and lines one up the middle, and another run has scored. It is 10-0 on an RBI single by Frankie Hoops. Still just the one out. And the pitcher, Larry Potter, who doubled in a run and scored in the first in this inning. And he swings and lines one into left field for his second hit of the inning. And Hoops will hold at second base. For Shane Fowler, who reached on an error by the third baseman in the previous at-bat. He's batting for the second time in this inning. He goes after the first one and hits a ground ball off the shortstop's glove and into left field for an error. Frankie Hoops will turn and score. And it's 11-0. There'll be a courtesy runner. And here's JoJo Gaines. And he hits one in the hole between third and short for a hit. Potter comes around third. They're going to wave him in, and he'll score. There's no play on him. And that makes it 12-0.
They are definitely playing some inspired softball here in the first half of this inning.
12-2. Thank you. Here's a pop-up, and it's foul. Here's a ground ball hit to third. Third baseman touches third and throws on to first. It's late. So there's a force out at third base as Fowler is forced. Gaines takes second, and Aparicio is safe at first. Here is Rick Martinez. He walked and scored in his first appearance this inning. And the next one is a ball. 12-2 our score. And there's a strike called. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Looked as though he was looking to right field there with the way that he approached that ball. And
there's a drive deep to right center field. That ball will get over the right center fielder's head. I think it hit his glove. Nevertheless, Gaines scores. Aparicio scores. And they will hold Martinez at third. (14-2). Junior Martinez takes a ball. And the next one to him is a ball inside. Three balls and 1 strike. And he takes a strike. 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs and 14 runs in. There's a drive right back at the pitcher who makes the catch, and that ends the inning. 14 in the first inning for LA Cartel, and after 1, they lead the Palm Springs Roadrunners by the score 14-2 here on the Cloud Sports Network.
As we go into the break, I want to tell you about another good friend of mine, Dr. Samuel Wood and his team at Gen 5 Fertility. Dr. Wood and his team at Gen 5 is where queer folks go when they're ready to talk to a doctor. Look, when you're part of the queer community and you're ready to build your family, finding a doctor who will listen can be tough. Well, I promise you have a friend at Gen 5 Fertility, because I know Dr. Wood, and I've worked with him for 10 years. I promise you, he doesn't just welcome queer parents, he celebrates them. Several of my friends have built their families with his help, so whether you're gay, lesbian, bisexual, or trans, wherever you fit in our fabulous rainbow, I promise you, Dr. Wood and his team at Gen 5 Fertility is the place to go when it's time to build your family. Visit them today at gen5fertility.com. Click on the Family Pride tab to learn more. That's gen5fertility.com. Tell them Roman sent you.
First pitch swinging here in the top of the second is Chad Volkovic, and he drives one to deep center field. He will get on, reaching second base with a double, and that is how this inning starts for Palm Springs.
I'm going to step away from the microphone for a second so that a gentleman can sit in my chair and talk a little bit about an upcoming event we have here in the gay softball world.
Get lost.
Wow. Just like that. I see how it is. Well, come and sit down, young man.
Rick Miller, the batter, and he hits one off the third baseman's glove and into left field for a base hit. As soon as this gentleman gets himself situated, we will chat with him. Gilbert Muniz, the batter, the runner at first and second. Let's get the first pitch in, and you want to do a little play-by-play?
No, thanks.
The next voice that you will hear is our good friend Ryan Holdhusen from Dallas, who is here at the Sin City tournament. You brought your team with you, right?
Yeah, the Dallas Devils, JR's Dallas Devils.
How are they doing?
So far, so good. One little hiccup this morning in pool play, but the bats are rolling and they're looking good. They're looking good out there.
So coming up in several months,
Yeah.
you have a big event coming up in Dallas. Would you like to tell our audience what it is? Please do.
Yeah, August 29th through September 3rd, Dallas, Texas. We will celebrate the 45th anniversary of NAGA and the 45th Gay Softball World Series. And it was our honor to be selected by the NAGA delegates to be hosts for the fourth time in Dallas. And we're looking very forward to welcoming hopefully up to 250 teams for that last week in August leading into September. So yeah, we're very excited about it, working hard, getting it ready.
You've had some challenges, though, because of the pandemic, haven't you? Your tournament was supposed to be held in 2021. How have you adjusted to that?
Well, we put our lives on hold for a year, just like the rest of the world did, I guess. And we were able to work in correlation with our good friends in Columbus, who were the year before us, and our good friends in the Twin Cities, who will be hosting the year after us, with our hotel partners. And we were able to make it work out. The dates are a little bit earlier than what we had originally planned, but you got to compromise a little bit when you're making big changes like this, and so all the pieces were able to be put into place, and so we're working hard. It just kind of delayed our hardest work for about a year or so.
Would you please talk a little bit more, though, about the support of your city?
Absolutely. We're very proud to be a part of the Pegasus Lopez Softball Association in Dallas, celebrating 40 years this year in 2022. Our city is, believe it or not, in a relatively conservative state, a pretty nice little bastion of progressiveness, just like you enjoy in Austin, I know as well.
Right.
We have great support from our local Dallas Sports Commission. Visit Dallas is our local tourism bureau. The cities, the businesses, straight and gay owned, they're all about this. They're very excited to see our folks coming in, spending a week of their time with us in our great city, enjoying our food, our nightlife. And I tell you, the Texas hospitality will be rolled out for all of our great friends.
Just like it was a few years ago when you hosted in 2014.
2014, yes. Yeah, I was the vice president of that event. Got to do all the events, and it was great. We had about 162 teams that year, and so the growth is amazing. What we're expecting this year, and we're happy to be neighbors with our good friends in Austin, and did what we could to help them out in 2016 as well.
Yes, you did.
So.
You stepped up big time. The only thing that you couldn't help us with was preventing the rain.
Yeah.
You have any fundraisers going on that our national audience could help out with?
Well, we're selling some jerseys right now. We're kind of closing those out. I think Roman said he talked about those earlier today.
He did, and he showed a picture.
Appreciate that. Oh, great. So we have a few of those left.
He showed me.
He showed
the
you.
Picture. Yeah.
I'm sure with the master of words that you are, I'm sure you painted a great picture. If you go to DallasGSWS.org and click on the support button, we do have a limited supply of those available, and we're going to be continuing to add more things for people to purchase in support of our World Series as well.
And one of the things that is always needed when you put on a tournament of this capacity are volunteers. Are you taking any registrations for volunteers yet at that same website?
Yeah, not yet, but yes, Dallas GSWS. Follow us our Facebook page and our website. We'll have volunteer links as we get closer. We're absolutely we're looking forward to welcoming the Naga delegation in a couple weeks for the winter meetings. We'll have some volunteer opportunities for that. You can look at DallasGSWS.org to sign up for those. And then, of course, as we get closer, it's going to take 400, 500, 600 volunteers. We're looking for corporate sponsors as well to help with the volunteers, not just for sponsorship dollars, but volunteer experience.
And remind our audience, too, for those that don't know, what the host hotels are for this tournament. For the World Series.
Our host hotel is the beautiful Hilton Anatole, right at the Market Center area of Dallas. Beautiful, gorgeous hotel with great Jade Gardens outdoor pool. It's a fabulous place. It was the host hotel in 2014, and then we also have the Crown Plaza Market Center that will be an opportunity for people to stay as well. So
okay, give our audience one more time the website for them to check out for all information that they need.
www.dallasgsws.org.
Glad to see you, Ryan. Thanks so much for stopping by and spending time with us.
You're doing a great job, Rich. Roman, thank you for the opportunity to say a few words, and hello to all my friends out there. And I'd like to...
and you have many of them.
I know a few people, as you do. And I will also say, if I can, it's an honor to be here in the Ken Skier's broadcast studio. Ken was a dear friend and mentor of mine, and we're here to honor him. I'm wearing number 4 on my back today because of him. So for all those out there that love Ken as much as I did, so we're here thinking about him this weekend as well. So
thanks, Ryan.
Thanks for the time.
Enjoy the tournament.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
That was Ryan Holthusen. He's got a big job ahead of him, but he's getting it done, and he's going to put on a great World Series. He and his volunteers and committee members will put on a great World Series again. That comes up late August, early September.
And we get to be there.
And we get to be there on the Friday and Saturday. I'm looking forward to Friday Night Lights. Frankie Hoops, the batter, and you have been watching the action while we've been talking to Ryan. There's a runner at second base. And the pitch to Hoops is outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Thanks for letting me talk to him. I enjoy talking to him.
He's a good egg. It's one of the great things about the softball community here, by and for the community and our allies, is that there's an awful lot of really good people. You're not so bad.
Say again?
You're not so bad.
Thanks. I appreciate that. Same to you. We have the bases loaded. And this is Larry Potter. And the first pitch is a strike on the inside corner. And that pitch is outside. Potter swings and lifts a fly ball out into shallow left field. The ball drops in front of the left fielder and behind the shortstop. And 2 more runs will score. The ball gets by the third baseman, and that allows the runners to move up to second and third. (16-3) our score. Shane Fowler, the batter. And he takes a ball. 3 balls and a strike. Ball 4. He walks. The bases are loaded. For JoJo Gaines. JoJo Gaines has scored a couple of runs today, and he pops one foul to the left side. Heads up! Oh, someone must have made a catch because Someone
Yeah,
in
I
the
think that was
stands,
a clear-
but
I think
behind
that
the
was a-
stands on the concrete must have made a catch on the concourse.
Yeah, I think that was a clean catch, too.
Here's a swing and a fly ball hit foul down the left field line, and that will result in an out. And that will end the inning. 2 more runs for the Cartel.
Well, we're approaching kind of run rule-ish territory here. I don't want to jinx anything or cast any aspersions, just stating some statistical facts that the later we go in this game, the closer to that particular mark we get.
20 after 3, 15 after 4,
And 10 after
and 10
5.
after 5.
And as we're in the 3rd inning now,
So if
Top.
they were to score 7, well, no, Phoenix is batting first.
Right.
And then we'll see what happens after that. It would be 20 after 2.5 if the other team, but that has not, that threshold
Right.
won't be reached. So we're in the top half of the 3rd inning. Alex Paz to lead off. He has scored a run in this game. And Alex Paz takes a ball.
currently the lead is 13.
Swung on and a ground ball to the shortstop. Gaines has it on to first for the out.
One of the members of the Roadrunners team, Carlos, number 3, wants to send a shout out to Bernadette and Mariah. I love you, he says.
Donovan Jamison swings and lines one up the middle for a clean single. Chris Lee, the batter, singled in his first at bat. And he lines one to the shortstop, touches second for one, and on to first for the double play. Nice play by JoJo Gaines. He short hopped it, went to the bag for the force out on Jamison, and then rifled to first to end the inning.
So here are the different scenarios. If the Cartel puts up 7, then the ball game is over. If they put up 2 more and the Roadrunners do not respond in the bottom in their next half inning, then that would also then be the ball game. So those are the scenarios. So the Cartel needs to put up 7 to end the game a little early. Roadrunners needs to hold them. And if the Cartel put up 2, then the Roadrunners need to at least score 1 to keep this game in their half of the 4th to keep this game going, and then hold the Cartel past that. So lots of work to do on an uphill climb, but it starts with the Cartel's bats here.
And the leadoff batter is Richard Aparicio. Hits a ground ball to third. Muniz over to first, and that's the first out of the inning.
So who do you like, Facebook? Who are you rooting for, and who do you think is going to pull this one out?
Here is Rick Martinez. Who is going to pull this out? We'd like to hear from you, Facebook. And here is a fly ball hit out into left center field. And the catch is made for the second out of the inning. 2 pitches and 2 outs, and that'll bring up Junior Martinez. And the first pitch is inside for a ball. Pitch is a ball. And that pitch is a ball. And for the second time in this ball game, Junior has walked.
So after a couple of early swings in back-to-back at-bats, Junior becomes the patient one in the lineup.
Robert Lopez has singled. And he lifts one foul and over the fence. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
That one was not cleanly. That was neither not cleanly fielded nor was it cleanly thrown. So error fan. Two errors on the fans out there in back-to-back plays.
Here's the 2-2 offering. Swung on and a grounder to the shortstop. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. As they get the force at second base, the play will go 6-4, and that will be Chad Volkovic to the second baseman Alex Paz. A hit and nobody left.
So the Roadrunners do their job, keep the score blank in this half of the 3rd. Now it's time to put up a few runs of their own here in the top of the 4th. The coach of the Cartel team is Freddie Alvarez, and Freddie is the partner of the late Ken Scarce, and he wants to let us know that the Cartel team wants to send a shout out to their father coach and his partner Ken Scarce. The Sin City is just not the same, and the Cartel is just not the same without you. Almost feel as if their bats are being inspired here in this game.
He's looking down. He's smiling. His team is up 16-3 here as we play in the top of the 4th inning. And the first batter is Sergio Rodriguez, who lifts one foul down the right field line and no play. Ball and 2 strikes. Here's a ground ball to the shortstop. JoJo Gaines has it and over to first. 1 out. JoJo's made the last 3, actually 4 putouts. And here is Felix Kisa, who flied to right field in his first at bat. Kisa takes a strike called. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Kisa takes a ball, 2-2. Nobody on, and 1 out here in the top of the 4th. It is the LA Cartel 16 and the Palm Springs Roadrunners 3. Cartel with 14 runs in the first inning, aided by some walks. And here is the next one. Swung on and popped up, playable. First baseman makes the catch, and that's out number 2. That's Chris Miller over at first base for the Cartel. This batter will be Chad Volkovic, the shortstop. The first pitch to him. He lifts one in the air to left center field, coming in on the ball and making a backhanded catch.
Wow.
That's a wow moment.
Dun-dun-dun.
Rick Martinez with that catch, and that's the inning. Nothing across for Palm Springs in the top of the 4th. We go to the bottom of the 4th, and it's the Cartel 16, the Roadrunners 3 on the Cloud Sports Network.
Rich, we talked about the Naga Cup and the Gay Softball World Series with Ryan here, but now I get to tell you about the Asana Softball World Series. That takes place August 16th through the 20th at our nation's capital in Washington, D.C. Join us as an estimated 100 teams comprised of cisgender women, trans men, non-binary, and agender athletes come together to compete in multiple divisions for the title of World Champion. Visit asanaseries.org for more information, and you can even like them on Facebook too at Asana Softball World Series.
Cartel thought this game was over. They waved to the dugout over here, and then the umpire had told them, you need 2 more in order to make this a run rule. So it is 16-3. 20 runs the lead would have to be 20 runs after 3 or 2.5, and 15 after 4. And if the Cartel score twice here, then and only then will this game be over. So they have a little bit of work to do. Chris Miller to lead things off here in the bottom of the 4th. He swings and hits one foul and caught by the catcher. Nice play by J.K. Kalaidis.
So that's 4 consecutive outs 5 consecutive outs. Check that. Thank you, Rich. That'll bring up Freddie Alvarez, I believe, for the first time today.
It is his first at bat. He is batting in the position that Brent Thompson occupied. And the first pitch is a strike call to him. The 1-2. Swing and a line drive down the left field line and caught.
Sent it for a ride, though.
2 down for Peter Lynn, who hit a 3-run triple in the first inning as part of that 14-run inning. And he swings and drives one into right field for a hit. He's 3 for 3. Back to the top of the order, and Frankie Hoops.
Who's had himself a good day to play.
He's 3 for 3. And the first pitch to him, he swings and lifts one in the air to right center field, and it is caught. And that's the inning, a hit and 1 left, and we go to the top of the 5th. It is still the LA Cartel 16 and the Palm Springs Roadrunners 3 on the Cloud Sports Network.
Now, here is what the Roadrunners have to do in this scenario. So they've been able to keep the Cartel scoreless the last 2 innings to avoid the run rule. But now we're up against it. This is the 5th, and the run rule has already applied. So they have enough runs to end it through the Cartel. But by trailing, the deficit is 13. So the Roadrunners will need 4 runs to keep this game going, to prevent the run rule.
And it's the bottom of their order to start things off here in the top of the 5th, and that means Rick Miller, Gilbert Muniz, and J.K. Kalidas.
It's up to them.
Miller has reached on an error by the third baseman, and the first pitch to him swung on and grounded foul down the third base line. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Close to covering that corner of the third base bag, but did not get it. Strike 2.
If he fouls off another one, he'll be out. Again, no courtesy foul in this tournament.
Your third strike is out.
And there's a fly ball hit out into left field. Ball gets down and rolls just shy of the fence. It's recovered by the left center fielder, who gets it back in, and it's a leadoff double for Miller. Lights are on here on field 14, as there are throughout the complex, as we have had an overcast sky much of the day, which is leading to the chill that we have here. Munoz swings and hits a ground ball into left center field for a hit. On the play, Miller will come around third and he will score, and it is now 16-4. Courtesy runner comes in, and that is Chris Lee. They'll bring up Kalidas. And the first pitch to him is hit to Gaines. 1 out at second, double play at first.
Not where you want to go to that shortstop, whether it's Gaines or Martinez.
So, at 16-4, the difference is 12, and the run rule is 10 after 5, and so Max Torres needs to keep this inning going, otherwise we're done. And the first pitch to him is a ball.
At the conclusion of this game, we'll take a quick break for a few minutes and then come back with our
next delivery. Liner to the shortstop, and that's it. JoJo Gaines with another sparkling play at shortstop, catching that line drive and ending the ball game as we have a run rule. Final score here in this game, the LA Cartel 16, the Palm Springs Roadrunners 4.
It was all Cartel from the outset. And we'll be back here in just a few minutes for from the Ken Scarce Memorial Broadcast Center as his team walks off the field here victorious at the 15th Annual Sin City Classic presented by Lexus.